Yes, Lord, this is Anderson Paak, and you're watching First Times on the Fader. The drum set. They had the drum set at the house, and I was like, oh, the drum set is pretty cool. My step-pops was playing on it. I didn't even know he played. And then he let me get on it, and I started picking it up. My mom came out and started dancing and shit. I was like, she never dances. And I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this. My god sister came over. She was like, you play drums now? Or you need to come to church. Like, that's where all the good musicians are. It's like a black Southern Baptist church. I just used to go all the time for the music and just sit by the drums, and then eventually they were like, you play? Come on. Got on the drums, and they was like, get off. I was like, damn. I would just sit and watch, and then sometimes they would let me play, and then eventually like they let me play a little more, and then I became the main drummer, and that's where I got like all my schooling. The longest gig I had was taking care of mentally disabled people, changing diapers, giving out meds, breaking up fights, taking them to like libraries, taking them for drives. Like that whole thing was like so humbling. I did that for the longest, for like 2 years. It was so much work, but it was cool. You could like make your own hours, and it just taught me a lot of patience. I do remember one date, I don't know if it was the first date, but I think this was like one of my first like blind date situations when I was working at the grocery store, and the chick that I worked with, she's like, I'm gonna hook you up with my friend. I wasn't really driving back then, but my sister let me borrow the whip anyway. She doesn't even know this, but I was driving like kind of fast, like a dip, a road bump, and didn't see it, and just boom, destroyed the whole bottom bumper. We were just gonna go to Olive Garden, you know, like get her some breadsticks, endless salad, like, you know, regular shit. I was trying to be cool, talking and stuff, and just boom, boom, like her head hit the top of the car, everything. It was horrible. She was just like real quiet after that. She was like, we can just go back home. We met on a gig, and so we played the gig, and then afterwards, it was just me, Jose, and Ron. We were like, yo, it was so much fun. After that was the last thing I remember. Then I woke up in a car. I didn't know whose car it was. I didn't know where anybody was at, and after that I was like, man, I fuck with these guys, like these are cool. And then we just kept playing after that. We just played anywhere we could, you know, little dive bars. We played a lot of cover shows, but those first gigs were dope. We were just little shitheads, just like playing. We would go play and split $300, and we wouldn't have a place to stay. We would sometimes sleep on the beach and then like take the train in the morning. It was just fun, man. If I call you a bitch, it's cause you my bitch. And as long as no one else call you a bitch, then it won't be no problems. If I call you a trick, it's cause you pay rent. And as long as you don't call out the 6, then it won't be no problems. I was in a Dumbfounded studio in Culver City, in his room, not even the studio. I used to just ride my bike there from K-Town. I had a key. I would just be in the room by myself writing crazy shit. I remember after I recorded, I was like, oh man, I can never put this out. And then my homegirl Vicky came over. She was like, extended free nationals. I played it for her. She was like, this is dope. I was like, sent it to Knxwledge, and he was like, yeah, man, all flame emojis. He doesn't like anything, so he liked that. I was like, okay. It's usually the songs that I'm not like the most comfortable with, they end up being like the biggest songs, you know? So it's cool to be able to just like step out and be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. Let's see what happens.